we'll get on to our final segment of the evening.
Toy news and other news.
Yeah, we're going to do a quick news segment, and then we're going to wrap this guy up. But, well, Jay, you got a couple slides. Got a little bit of news. I don't think there's too much.
We can do, let's do some toy news, and then we'll do some other stuff. There's actually some fun toy news. Like, it's not a ton, but there's some fun stuff. I know. So let's start off with our good buddies over at Marusan. And, you know, their weekly launch of 700 new releases. And so Tokyu hands the store, it's in Shibuya in Japan. They do a lot of exclusives with Marusan. A lot of my 89s are exclusives to this one Tokyu hands Shibuya store. And they have released a few more 450s because this is the year of the 450.
I want a 450.
Yeah. Hey. You can get a 450. 450 Jet Jaguars are great. 450 74 here. But the 75 Mechagodzilla, the 74 Godzilla are all 450s. And, you know, these are sculpts that we've seen. The 74 still new colorways, very cool stuff. And then they also released they released the
Godzillas. I'm not a big fan of that Godzilla, but
the color or the sculpt?
The sculpt.
Yeah, so I have.
It's just weird. It's just weird. Like his head's so bulbous and he's so skinny. I would need to see it in person. This is the kind of thing where
right over there.
You got to go? It's the kind of thing where if I saw it in person or maybe saw a different angle, I might fall in love with it. But right here, I'm just like, well,
it's not bad. It's not the 89. It's not as good as that. The sculpt. Yeah. It's okay. It's better in person. I'll put take this for what you will. I have a handful of 450s. I have a Jet, a Gigan, a Biollante, a Hedorah, Mechagodzilla, an 89. I'm not keeping any of my 74. So take that for what you will. Yeah. Like I love 74 at Godzilla, but it's not my favorite either. It's not bad. This colorway doesn't do it really any favors. Some of the other colorways I think that'll come out later will probably be, like, no pun intended, painted in a better picture than this one. But it's that classic blue that we've seen released for the 89 and 350 and 450. It was kind of their first colorway, and so they're getting it in the 74 as well. The clear green, translucent looks awesome. I have a few of those. They're really cool in person. Like it's one of the better translucents.
I love the green translucents here. That Mechagodzilla with the removable head. Yeah, that's a buy. I would buy that. That's a buy for sure.
Yeah, I love that. That's the one I have. I don't have the green translucent. I have the regular translucent with like the printed inside, so it looks like you can see his ears and stuff. Yep. The translucent. I really, the pink and the green and the orange are, depending on the sculpt, those are the three translucents I think that are really. They always look the best. And I think the green on that, to your point, on this Mechagodzilla looks really good.
Well, it's a green. It's kind of a green that you don't quite see as often because it's like a little. It is like a lime green, but it's also kind of. It's a little pastel, you know. And it's, I don't know. There's just something about it where it looks like it tastes really good.
It does. Like beautiful. We can melt it down.
A beautiful fruit. Yeah. I love it.
And then, as always, because Marusan, just wants to make people crazy collecting this stuff. Tons of Maragacha.
I hate it. I hate it. Listen, I hate it because every time we show new Maragacha, my opinion on Maragacha starts to turn a little bit. My opinion has always been like, I don't really want small stuff. I don't really want the tiny stuff. But the more I see this and the more I see these colors, that bright green Biollante and the Jet Jaguar always got his arms up, like that whole row, that middle row, I want all of those. Like the more I see these, the more I'm like, am I going to do just one shelf of 100 Maragachas? Maybe.
Nothing wrong with that. So always fun stuff from Marusan. They're kind of batch releases that they do, and I'm sure next time we talk, they'll have 70 more. Yeah. But I love talking about them. The next thing, now this was kind of big news. So these are some of the G Store, the Godzilla Store exclusives, and two of them, well, all three of them really are really cool, but two of them I think were a little bit kind of shocking in a good way. We'll start actually from the right side because we're different that way. And Jet, they've been doing these like retro colors, and like the Gigan one was like this metallic, like light blue, and they're these really cool colors. They're the Bandai Movie Monster series, so that 6-inch scale. But they do really well. They look great and they're wonderful, and they're just different enough to where like you want to buy them because they look cool next to your more matte looking standard Showa Jet Jaguar from the Movie Monster series. And it's a $20, $25 toy, and it looks great. So, and also some more Jet love on his anniversary year.
Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. There should be more. I think I like the metallic looking colors on it. Yeah, it looks really good.
So the X Plus releases were kind of big news. People were flipping out over what got released first was the 30 centimeter of the Shin Godzilla, the Awakening form, the fourth form from the Yuji Sakai modeling collection. And to get a 30 centimeter Shin done like this for a really reasonable price, it's insane. It's crazy. I mean, I know like a lot of people love their gigantic Shins. I get why they're so impressive, but to get the Sakai 30 centimeter, to be able to grab that at this price, people just are very, very happy right now. Let's just leave it at that. They're very, very happy. So yeah, I was half expecting you to tell me, "Hey, I'm going to pick this up."
I think I am. Like, is it still possible? Can I still get it, or is it?
It's through the Godzilla store. So you can actually they work with Bai, so you just have to go through that service, sign up. It's free. And
I think I've bought through that.
I think
before.
You have too.
Yeah, when it came out, I was kind of shocked because like X Plus, I love X Plus, but I kind of only want to pick up the ones I really, really want. And there are a few, like I want a really nice X Plus Shin. I don't have, I have that second form Shin,
which is so good,
but it like scares me if I pick this up. Then I got to get the other form. I got to get, I can't have just the two forms of Shin. I have to get them all. And I would love to have on my dream list is a gigantic X Plus. I don't have a specific Godzilla that I would get. But yeah, this I think is probably going to be my next.
It's beautiful.
My next X Plus buy. Yeah,
it's beautiful. Well, my next X Plus buy is next to it because I just pre-ordered it today. So if you go back to our not this year's wish list, but our first ever one we did, in my top 10, there was only one X Plus, and it was the 68 30 centimeter Godzilla with Manila there with Minya. And I could have grabbed it. It just never got to the price where I was like, that I feel good about that. And I'm so glad because X Plus is not something I care if it's an original release or not. It does not bother me. Like, I'm not a historian. I would care more like a re-release on a Sofubi item than I would X Plus. And they're re-releasing it the 55th. Wow, it's 55th anniversary. 1968, isn't it? Yeah. So this is up for pre-order now, also in the Godzilla store, and it's going to release in August. So I ordered it, and I'm going to finally get my 68 Godzilla, which I love Soshingeki Goji there. I'm really excited about that one. So I have that one, and then I do have the Godzilla Ultima from Awesome Collector. Who knows when that's going to arrive? I think they've started shipping, but
I've seen them show up. I've seen people. I've seen some pictures of those in hand. That was one that I almost bought.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I love that design.
Yeah. And I think they did a really good job of capturing it. The anime look in like more of a suit modeled type vibe. I think it's going to be really cool. So I have that one. And then I still have that spiral GMK Godzilla I ordered and paid off a long time ago. That's supposed to be shipping like in the end of June, I think, because they did some retouches on it and redesigned some things. And I know it got delayed a little bit, but I'm really excited about that. I got to clear some room for that bad boy somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, I thought these were awesome. And I was like so shocked to see that news come down. I'm like, well, I'm going to get that. I love 68 and I don't have any 68X Plus. So now I do, or now I will, hopefully by August ish.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So good job, Godzilla store. You did great. I love you. But that's not all, Jacob.
That's not it. We got more.
We got some more. So let's talk a little some exclusives. This is one that you actually sent me, and you were like, "Hey, did you see this pop up lottery exclusive?" Metacom and Anraku and Saku are doing another lottery, and so they're doing the Kyoto battle version of Gamera with the flaming fist and everything. This thing looks awesome. I'm thinking it is. I'm not going to win it. I never win any lottery, so it doesn't matter. But that thing, the lottery's still open until June 10th. So sign up, try to get it. I absolutely love this thing. It has battle damage, removable fist.
It's great. Yeah,
it's so good.
I just love. I mean, listen, we've talked about it in recent episodes about how Enraku and Saku is kind of like, I don't know, doing all the best shit right now. Like, I just really, really love everything.
Toy line of the year last year.
I really love everything they've been putting out, and this is no different. I love the sculpt. The shell is so cool. I like the way the shell looks,
and the wound going through the shell from the front, like that's like it has, like it's so good.
Yeah, it's such a good toy.
Yeah, big fan. Had to call that one out there. It's huge. And then, so if you recall, many moons ago when Ultraman did the Japan Airlines, the JAL exclusives, I got the X Plus Ultraman. Well, now they're coming out with Ultra 7, limited to 550 pieces. It's going to be that white and red instead of silver and red colorway to align with the airlines and the airline. And so I'm super duper pumped for this. Has his like wide shot stance there. And so really excited. I think I'm going to probably pick this one up. I never did get the JAL Ultraman watch. I wanted that one.
You needed
I was never able to find it. But I did get the Ultraman X Plus. And so I think I might have to get the Ultra 7. You got to have both of them.
It's so weird to me that the airline, Japanese, Japan Airlines does an exclusive. I wish they would come out with a JetBlue Godzilla and
the
Delta.
JetBlue Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, JetBlue Jet Jaguar, the Delta Godzilla.
I think it would be pretty awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna totally get that one and hopefully have some more JAL Ultra 7 merchandise because I love Ultra 7. He's my favorite.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So this is the one I think that got the most.
Forgot about this thing.
Yes, I think this had. I don't think there's been a toy that's been released that's had this much just people just being
a lot of talk.
What? And like, I need this, or do I? I don't know. So this is the Shin Japan universe, whatever it is, whatever they're calling it, project. The Shin Godzilla, the Shin Ultraman, the Evangelion, and the Shin Kamen Rider, all there. And they can transform like a kind of like a Transformers combiner or a Voltron or something of that nature. All of them transform and then form together to create this, 9-inch tall, crazy super robot guardian of the universe type thing that will fight Voltron and other sort of mechs. But this is so weird and wonderful and just bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the kind of the consensus I've seen everywhere, and it's one that I share, is that this is the dumbest toy I've ever seen, and I need it. It's like the coolest, weirdest. It makes no sense. Like, just I love that they're kind of doing a Shin universe, and I've always kind of toyed in the back of my head about buying Ava toys. I watched that series, that show, and the movies, and even though some of it gets confusing, and I've always loved the look of it. You know what I mean? It's very
cool.
And then having having him kind of turn around and do Shin Godzilla makes you kind of like that stuff even more. And this is just a weird toy, man. The fact that like Shin Godzilla's head is just poking out, his tail,
and Kamen Rider's just up there in the top.
It is so fucking weird that it's like it reminds me of Cookiezilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
like
dumb.
what?
It's insane. Why did somebody spend time on this? But for all those reasons, it's like you want it.
Yeah, I just when I first saw it, I was like, look, I was like, I thought of Shin Kamen Rider. He's like Krulos on the T-Rex and Dino Riders. He's like sitting on his little pedestal up there.
Yeah.
Like he's like, and then of course you can't miss the crazy Shin Godzilla head right in the center, like you mentioned. And then I love they come with like these accessories. Like you have like the little Specium Ray from Ultraman on a stand. You have Kamen Rider comes with his motorcycle. Like it's so
and I
very
think
cool.
I think the Specium Ray doubles as a sword when he's in. Yeah. It's so funny.
It's very weird. I just, you know, when they can do a lot of cool stuff with this Shin Japan Heroes universe, who knows what they'll come up with next, but if this is any indication, like I'm here for it. Like let's get weird, Bandai.
I love it.
Let's get weird. But hey, this isn't like a cheap toy. I mean, because technically it's like 4 toys, right?
Yeah, it's 4.
It's $200, you know, like it's not cheap. And but I think this will be one that like you just put that up there like combined like that, and people will be like, what is that? Are you okay? Like, do you need help? But hey, it gets me excited for Shin Kamen Rider next week. I know, right?
Yeah, I agree. This is cool.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. And then the last one, I have to end it on this because you love you some Harryhausen, and the Star Ace X Plus stuff is always great. Now, I know like the goddess of death herself, Hirakali, is not like probably up there with Cyclops and the dragons and stuff. But the reason I thought this was cool was the deluxe version. It comes with the background diorama, and it comes with the stone circle, that carved stone circle, and it comes with that green uplighting. I thought that was really cool.
That is the coolest part. Yeah, having the light in there, because it makes this look, the nature of this creature, you know, makes it not look like a toy at all.
Yeah.
This just looks like you would put this in your house and pray to it every night, you know, or sacrifice something to it. It's beautiful. It's probably not on my like must buy list, but it's the kind of thing where if I did see this in person, I would pick it up. You know what I mean? I would buy this. I'm not going to get it out of my concerns for my space issues and stuff. My Harryhausen X Plus figures are now on like a must own basis. But if I saw this in a store, you know, if I saw this in a specialty shop or something, I'd pick it up because it's awesome. Like, I mean, they're doing all the best work other than in Raku. They're doing the best work. So.
Yeah, they've been releasing some really great stuff, and you know, and it's big too. It's 30 centimeters, you know, so it's like this is not a small piece. And I just thought the extras on the deluxe, like this is one that you know, that you would totally have to go in with the deluxe because I just thought it looked so cool. And yeah, Kali some love here, but really cool stuff from our good buddies over at X Plus and Star Ace. So that's all the toy news.